Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look into men writing women. This first one here. So, I'm a female writer, and I'm part of a writers group where I get critique on my novel. My main character, male, is an awkward teenage boy. My other character, female, is a lot more bold and outgoing. She asks main character for an innocent dance. One of the guys in my group adamantly refused to believe that a girl would like an awkward boy. He argued with me about it, claiming that girls only like the brooding bad boys, hence why the trope is so prevalent in young adult, despite the fact that I'm a woman with a very awkward husband, but okay. So, if any of you like awkward introverted boys, you're obviously mistaken. To think of a guy arguing with a woman about what women like, really? Come on now. And no, we don't all like brooding bad boys, not even as teenagers. This one's posted under Women Author Wednesdays. A man approached me, thrust a pizza box into my chest. I could feel the rough cardboard against my nips, even through my bra. I jerked my head down and saw his toothless grin. "Have dinner with me," he rasped. I turned and ran, the thin soles of my shoes thwacking against the pavement. Okay, really? Who is going to go and thrust a box of pizza into someone's chest and say, "Have dinner with me," if they don't know the person? Which is what I'm assuming is going on here, given the fact that she turned and ran. Programmers writing women. You have an option, you have gender, and they only have male or female. You select male, and red text at the bottom, please select a valid option. What? Female is not a valid option on this apparently? Only male is? Someone needs to go back and fix this. My sister goes to a Catholic high school because outside of their religious classes, their academics are pretty good. These are quotes from her sex ed assigned reading. Forgive the scribbles. She sent the pictures to me like this. And the OP here, I also go to a Catholic high school, but it's all girls, and we get a proper sex ed. I feel bad for OP's sister. In this case, from the very beginning one, and yeah, I feel bad for them too, because damn. If he has a bad imagination, that's his problem. The low-rise jeans, the belly-button shirts, the tight tops. Sure, we enjoyed the feeling of being stared at by the guys, but then we'd get whiny when they were interested in only one thing. We'd complain, but we weren't willing to do anything to fix the problem. After all, our outfits weren't exactly inviting them to improve. All they wanted was what we kept advertising. Women have power by the way we dress, by the way we dance, and by the way we carry ourselves. We can invite a man to be a gentleman or a beast. So if a girl wants a guy to appreciate her intelligence and personality, she's probably better off not distracting him with her pierced belly button. What? Really? Who wrote this crap? Women can dress however they damn well please, and it's not an invitation for men to do anything. Everyone should know that by now. It's common knowledge. Like, come on, people. This must have been written like decades ago with how it is there. Well, thanks Dragon Ball Wiki for all the info on Bulma's bust. Her hairstyle was shoulder length as a teenager. Many of the clothes Bulma is seen wearing often bear her name or the Capsule Corporation logo on it. She had a tender appearance in her teens, but like her milky colored skin. In her teen years, her bust measurement was 85 centimeters, her waist measurement was 58 centimeters, and her hip measurement was 84 centimeters. As an adult, her bust measurement is 87.2 centimeters before feeding a baby and 83.4 centimeters after. Who is going into that specific detail on the bust measurements as a teenager, and then before having a child and after having a child? Come on now. That's just a wee bit excessive there, people. My friend stumbled on this how-to assignment that she peer edited in middle school. This could be quite scary. One aspect of life that no man can ignore are girls, more specifically, getting into trouble with girls. If you do not know what a girl is, it is a similar creature to us men, except that they have softer skin and they cry a lot. Well, yep, this is definitely written by a middle school kid. The secrets to eluding their rage, a feeling that you will be futile to oppose, have escaped many men for centuries, and it will continue to elude all men until we end. Some men try to go on the defense, stating faults within the ethics of the girl, or point out that it is a small thing, but this is absolutely the worst possible thing you can do. Even if your argument is legitimate, they will ignore all logic and proceed to yell at you. Here are some things that can prevent an ultimatum or can help you get out of one. The first step is to identifying the problem. Girls are emotionally unstable creatures, so be careful with everything you do. This includes, but not limited to, playing video games instead of spending time with her, mentioning a previous girlfriend, looking at another girl, thinking about another girl, failing to notice a new piece of clothing or accessory that they are wearing, and so on and so forth. You must always remain vigilant. If you ever do any of those things, she will either commence to hit you in anger or immediately start crying, usually doing both at the same time. She will refuse to listen to you, and if you are staying together, she will either kick you out of the house or make you sleep on the couch. You must ask her opinion in everything, for she will never let the issue, and so on and so forth. I think someone's growing up to be an incel or a neckbeard, given their opinion here. Oh yeah, they just have softer skin and they cry a lot, and if you don't do all this stuff, they're going to hit you and yell at you and cry. Really not the way women are. This also belongs in Not How Women Work, I think. Speaker for the Dead by Orson Scott Card. I love Speaker for the Dead, it's where my username's from, but I'd love it even more if it didn't talk about how childlike a character is while sexualizing them. Orson Scott Card might be a great author, but he's also a homophobe who can't write female characters worth crap. Ender left without another word, and Miro turned to the terminal. There was a hollow of a woman there. She was small, sitting on a stool, leaning against a holographic wall. She was not beautiful, not ugly either. Her face had character. Her eyes were haunting, innocent, sad. Her mouth delicate, about to smile, about to weep. Her clothing seemed veil-like, insubstantial, and yet, instead of being provocative, it revealed a sort of innocence, a girlish, small-breasted body, the hands clasped lightly in her lap, her legs childishly parted, with the toes pointing inward. She could have been sitting on the teeter-totter in a playground, or on the edge of her lover's bed. Yeah, that's a little bit disturbing that you make it sound like a child and an adult at the same time, but you go on with the childish part. I'm curious as to what the context is around this, because that's odd, but no matter how you look at it, yeah, this is not well written. Said no woman ever. I'm a girl who falls in love with every handsome man who touches my waist while saying, "Excuse me." It's so dreamy, and I'll spend the rest of my day hoping they'll come back and propose. Yep, said no one ever. If someone really were to think that, they must be lonely. Very, very lonely. The Omega Project by Steve Alton. This guy likes cantaloupe. This is a review on it, and it's quite the review. Alton's depictions of women were repugnant and misogynistic. The only use of women in his book was to arouse or propagate. Sexual objectification, the act of treating a person as a mere instrument of sexual pleasure, was Alton's variety of misogyny. Let's take a look, for example, the words he used to describe some women in just the first 50 pages of the book. There's quite the list for only the first 50 pages. Erotic female warrior, skin-tight matching bodysuit, $1,000 socks worker, skin-tight black halter top accentuating her bobs, which looked like two cantaloupes, obtuse angle of nips. They were fake, not the good surgically enhanced fake either. God didn't bless you with those imposing 36Ds, milk cans Malloy, simulated cantaloupes bouncing on her chest. Her socks was barely concealed beneath a two-piece neoprene running outfit. Jacket was unbuttoned low enough to reveal the tantalizing view of her well-proportioned brown left bob. Want to see my holographic bobbies? By the end of chapter 2, I decided this would be the last Stephen Alton book I would read. I did plow through the rest of the book, and nothing I read changed my mind. I have one question. If by the end of chapter 2 you decided it would be the last one that you were going to read, why did you even finish reading it if it was that bad? You rated it a 1 star and you found a lot of stuff in just the first 50 pages you didn't like, so why keep reading it? And yeah, that's a lot of off descriptions. Definitely not a book to be reading. She had 4 brothers. Welcome to the gang, kid. We got Steel and Steve, End and Mike, and strong female lead, who almost looks more like a man than the other 2. What's her story? She grew up with 4 brothers. Yeah, growing up with 4 brothers doesn't make a woman look like a post-apocalyptic bodybuilder. Come on now, people. She looks like she belongs in the Mad Max movies. Sir, please. I'm just trying to do my job. Male author. Her blouse lay atop her bosom as they popped up like meerkats, one after the other. Her long hair kissed the top of her butt that was like 2 buttery brioche rolls ready for dinner. Her turnip red lips called to me. Caress me, they said. Police sketch artist. Sir. Yep, I think that definitely would be finished by. Sir, I'm just trying to do my job here. How about a real description? Because, yeah, I don't think a couple of meerkats on her chest and buttery brioche rolls for a butt is actually going to help a police sketch artist. Our final one for the day here. Seems a lot of you don't know Stefan Molyneux. I have no idea how to pronounce that. His men writing women skills surpass many. Check out his reply to his own post. So apparently he did a post saying the truth about Frozen. And here is what he replied to his own video. I love this. You totally kind of ruined Frozen for me, but I really enjoyed this a lot more than the actual movie. And you really got me thinking about it, about a lot. Being an attractive young woman, I understand what it is like to be seen as nothing more than a socks doll. I also know what it is like to use that to my advantage and to get over the system. Heck, I even know what it is to suffer mental illness only to be told by my parents to ignore it. However, despite all of this, I feel like I have learned more lessons from everything that has happened in my life. Thank you so much for posting this. Honestly, I want to make a difference in the world, and I look to people like you to sort of guide me in the right direction. Thanks so much. Dude, if you're gonna post something like this, change accounts. Don't post this as yourself when you're trying to write it as a woman's perspective. Like, come on. Some of the comments here. Did you really just pretend to be a girl in your own comments section? This is beyond hysterical. I'm confused. Did he repost this from a private comment or something? No, he didn't. He's doing what many like to do and reply to his own post, but forgot to change accounts. Come on. And the bottom comment here. Oh my god, did you actually try to post a fake comment pretending to be a woman who likes your work? You're beyond pathetic. Come on, dude, seriously. You can do so much better than that. Probably not, but anyways. Well, that's it for today. Since the heat wave hasn't hit as quickly as expected, I'm actually able to do a little bit more work than I thought I would be at this point. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment below letting me know what you thought about it. Would you like to see another one like this? A 5th one? Maybe is there another subreddit you want me to look at? Let me know. If you have any MLM horror stories or any posts that are related to any of the subreddits that I cover here, be sure to send them to my email, which is listed in the description below. If you liked the video, consider liking it and possibly subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!